say one of my favourite parts of performing is pantomime.
Yeah.
Because with the pantomime audience, you've got every generation, haven't you? And certainly from my point of view, I think pantomime is quite important because it's the first time often a child gets into the theatre, and if we can get them young, they'll stay.
It started with me. When I was about 6 or 7 years of age, I was taken to the London Palladium and the Golden Screen Empire, and I saw people at the time, it was the big pop stars came out of the charts straight into the panto. It was people like Cliff Richard, Freddie Garrity of the Dreamers.
Tommy Steele,
they all did it at the time. And it was, I was amazed by it. And I love the theatre, as everybody knows, I love the theatre. And it is, if you can get them young and the kids, if you have a great experience at the panto, which, something you have to have, it then stays with you for your, I mean, I'm in my 50s and I still enjoy panto. I look forward to Christmas every year. It's sad, isn't it? But
I think one of the great things about pantomime, it's the opportunity for people to see every kind of element of theatre working. They can get to see variety acts, they can get to see actors, they can get to see musicians, they can get to see singers. Every sort of branch of theatre is incorporated in pantomime. And when you've got a pantomime, which I can't wait to do this one, when you've got, Steve McFadden, who's going to be the most fantastic villain. You've got Bob Golding, who is going to be a brilliantly funny dame. I'm feeling confident, Tal. I'm feeling confident.
I think it's going to be a great show. Neil, thank you very much for your time.
Bless you, sir. Bless you.
MK Flyers Online, the fast and simple way to find any kind of business or service locally. Find us at mkflyersonline.co.uk or download the MK Flyers mobile app from your app store. MK Flyers Online proudly supports Seclo Sounds, community radio for Milton Keynes.
I'm joined now by Rebecca Cately, and she's playing Fairy Sugar Snap, and Gemma Carlisle. Gemma, you live here in St Albans now, don't you?
I do now,
lucky girl.
I know.
Nice to live in St Albans. You don't have to pay for the parking. So let's talk to Rebecca first. You're a presenter and on CBB.
That's right, yeah. CBB is a show called Let's Play. It's like an adventure show for little children and their parents who have to watch CBBS as well, obviously.
So you're probably well qualified for panto, then, if you're used to, shall we say, performing to children?
I guess so. Although we don't have any children in the studio. But acting the fool, yes, I'm very good at that.
I'm well qualified for that, so we're all perhaps I should get a panto gig. No, perhaps not. No. So you do a show called Let's Play, and you dress up as...
Yeah, lots of different characters, which is great. So lots of beard wearing and moustache wearing and...
Got beard wearing and moustache wearing, yeah?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, lots of beards and moustache wearing.
So I guess they're false ones. You don't grow your own.
No, I have tried. But, model's own, but not quite.
No. Mine's coming along as well. Good this morning. So, but how did you sort of get into children's TV?
Well, I've been an actor for years and done lots of bits and bobs and this and that. And actually, Andy Day, who's also on CBBS, and he was here at St. Albans.
He was here last year, yeah.
Yes, yeah. He wrote to me telling me that they were looking for somebody. He'd seen a show that I put on, a comedy show, and he said, I think you might be suited for this. So I put myself up for it, and then the rest is history.
So did you used to do stand-up comedy?
Basically. It was, character comedy. Okay. So, me and a friend brought a show when we took it to Edinburgh. We did it in London, and...
was that the many mental minds of Dr. Jackson?
Yeah.
Some would say I had a mental mind, but that's a different story, probably. Yeah. So have you done panto before? Is this...
Last year.
Was your first year?
Was my first year. I used to do it as a little girl as well, in my local panto back home in Wales. Ballet and tap, very basically.
I've never done panto. I've done a acting, but I've never done panto.
Really? Would you like to do a bit of panto?
No, not really. No, certainly not this year. But Gemma, now you moved to St Albans after you did the panto. Was it 3 years ago? 4 years ago?
I did the first 2, and then I moved.
Oh, you moved, yeah. So you like St Albans then?
I do. You sound shocked.
No, I'm not. No, it's a lovely place. Don't get me wrong. It's a beautiful place. But no. So where did you live before?
I'm from Lincoln. So I lived in London for a bit, then moved back to Lincoln, and here now I am.
Yeah. So you obviously love St Albans. And so how many? Is this the fourth panto here?
This is my 4th panto here.
Yeah. But you're a veteran of panto in
kind of
16 pantos.
Yeah. no, that makes me feel very old.
Yeah.
But I did them when I was a little girl, like Rebecca.
Did you? So how many professional pantos have you done?
They're all professional.
Oh, they're all professional, but you were doing them
as a little dancer.
So you were like one of the chorus girls as such.
I didn't grow for so many years. That's why I did so many.
You're very lucky. You're playing the princess this year.
I am. What a treat.
Yeah, not typecast.
Not at all.
No, you both look very nice. Nobody can see you, but I can see you, so which is great. But so, what have you done in the past apart from the 16 pantos? They film most of it, few weeks of the year, don't they?
Lots of it. I've done all sorts. So I've done tours. I did the Annie tour. I was Annie for a few years when I was younger, so I rocked the ginger wig.
Who did you play Annie with?
We had Sue Pollard.
Yeah, I remember Sue doing it.
We had Vicky Michelle the year before from Hello Hello.
Yeah, I remember Vicky as well, yeah. Did you do it with Ruth Maddock at all?
No.
I saw Ruth doing it, and I love it. It's one of them sort of shows, and I think it must have been great for you.
Oh,
I think every girl must like to play Annie.
Oh, what a fantastic show.
Fantastic show. Yeah, it's one of those, the sun comes out tomorrow.
Yeah, real feel-good show.
It is one of them ones, and you come away feeling happy afterwards. Yeah, a bit like Panto. Yeah. So, what do you think you both can bring to the Panto this Christmas?
But hopefully, I mean, I'm not sure what my character's meant to be like, but I'm hoping there's going to be a lot of laughter, fun, cheekiness.
And you got some great guys with you. You got he lives in St Albans as well. Bob Golding.
Oh, yes,
Bob,
legend.
I had a big pleasure of seeing him a few weeks ago in Morecambe. He was brilliant in that. He lives here in, I think, St Albans or Harbenden, one of the two. And you worked with him the last 2 years?
The last 4 years.
4 years?
Yeah, no.
And you're coming back for more?
I must be mad.
You must be mental. But he is certainly, I won't say that to him. And so what do you think you can bring to the Panto this year?
Again, we've not read the script, so I'm not really sure what we do.
You're not sure what you're going to be doing? Well, you're going to be the princess.
Of course.
And you're going to be the fairy.
Yes.
We know that much.
Yeah. And obviously you're playing with Steve McFadden, people know as Phil Mitchell on EastEnders.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, it must be.
It's exciting.
It's good. I think from speaking to Steve earlier, I think we're going to be in for a bit of a treat this year.
I think we may be.
Yeah, you heard about Phil's last performance, or Steve, I should say. Steve, it's because I've watched EastEnders for so many years. I know. But it's just going to slip up.
And I tried to get out of him whether he murdered Lucy, and he wasn't telling me. He says, "No, I'm not telling you.
No.
He's not allowed to." He doesn't. Well, he reckons he doesn't know, and it's all will be revealed in February.
So he could be the killer then.
He
doesn't
could be.
know.
He doesn't know.
We could be working with a killer here.
Yeah, I know. It's worrying, isn't it?
Very worrying.
So you better watch your backs. Better watch your backs because he obviously likes murdering young girls. Neil, thank you very much for today for Gemma and Rebecca. Terrible with names. Thank you very much and good luck in the Panto.
Thank you so much. Great to meet you.
Streets in darkness, blackout strong. All the family here inside, snug and warm. Christmas tree tinsel and lights. Everybody opens their presents tonight. Join in with carols and pray that God might grant us the blessing of a silent night. Silent night.
blessing of a silent night. Under cover of darkness, the enemy comes. What are they thinking this night as they drop their bombs? As we plead for our loved ones in desperate press, are they praying too for the safety of theirs? There's been so much hatred, so much fear and pain. Can peace on earth ever be ours again? Christ child in the manger brings us hope in times of danger. How did we get here in this war? So many people dying, what's it all for? Our prayer for this Christmas is that we all find a future that's safer, a world more kind. The promise of Christmas will ever shine bright as we welcome Lord Jesus on this special night. Silent night, oh holy night. All is calm, all is bright. Sleep in peace and pray that God might grant us the blessing, grant us the blessing of a silent night.
There are so Wartime Christmas Carol, words and music by Pam Rhodes, and a guest who's going to be on the show in January, a gentleman called Peter Howarth. He's lead singer of the Hollies. Hope you enjoyed that. My final guest on the show is a man who's been on Neighbours, I find it incredible, for over 20 years. It's Alan Fletcher. Many of you may know him as Dr. Carl Kennedy on Neighbours. How are you doing, Alan?
Terry, fantastic, thank you. I'm enjoying the bracing weather.
Oh, it's just like Australia at this time of the year, I can tell you. I mean, it begs the question, why you come over here this time of year?
It's a funny old thing, you know. I consider myself to be half Brit. You know, my grandparents came from here, and my dad's very connected to the UK. We have lots of family here. So when I come here, I don't feel like I'm visiting a strange land or putting myself out in any way, you know, from that point of view. For me, I'm actually just doing something which is an absolutely natural thing to do. And I do love this time of year. I mean, Christmas in the UK, it follows all the right traditions.
It's very strange. I didn't make a mistake. I've been away a couple of times at Christmas, once in Hawaii, and then I went New Year's into Barbados, and it's hot, and all the lights are on, and you think, it ain't, you know, to me that's not natural. I mean, maybe it is to you, you know, because it's warm in Australia on Christmas Day, but it seems very, very strange, very surreal it did. But I mean...
It is, yeah, and generally at Christmas I'm playing cricket.
Yeah, don't start me on that one. That's my favourite topic. We've been here for a couple of hours and we start talking about that. I mean, you've done panto over in England quite a few times, quite a few years, and you've gained quite a reputation of being a very good panto performer. I had the pleasure of seeing you last Saturday. The Saturday